Everything new in Season 13 for every hero. Starting off with Widowmaker, who gets this season's Mythic skin. I was honestly surprised to see another DPS getting the Mythic, but it kind of makes sense considering the DPS role does have more heroes. So the skin is called Spellbinder Widowmaker and it has 4 levels of customization. At level 1 you get the base Academia outfit, which is nice but nothing too fancy, although I do like the braid, I think it's really cute. At level 2 the skin becomes a bit more elaborate as Widow is mastering her new magical powers, so you get this cool wizard's hat as well as a corset around the middle. At level 3, the skin now gives you wings apparently, and your wizard's hat is even bigger, and I love all the extra details that are in the outfit. It also looks absolutely beautiful in this midnight blue color. At level 4, once you've unlocked the full customization for the skin, you get all these amazing new visual effects that really bring the skin to life. I love how different parts of the skin now glow with these sparkles around it, and that flame detail around the rim of the hat is just amazing. In terms of color variants, the skin also does come in a fiery red version, which I think looks sick as hell, as well as the green, which is probably my least favorite out of the 3, but it still looks very nice nonetheless. Last but not least, once you've fully upgraded the Mythic skin, you can also purchase this gold and black version in the Mythic store as part of the new Mythic aspects that they're introducing. Overall, I really love this Mythic skin, especially all the visual effects they added, and even though I don't play Widowmaker at all, I really want to get this. Here's a quick look at the in-game effects and voice lines of the skin.
Flame. Still untouchable. A fatal aroma. Double kill. Triple kill. My web grows heavy.
Besides the skin, there's also a player icon, spray, as well as name card to unlock in the battle pass. Finally, Widow also gets a new voice line.
Come closer. I won't bite.
Ana gets a bunch of cosmetics in the battle pass this season, starting off with the Bog Witch legendary skin at tier 80. I like that they didn't go with a typical witch outfit for this skin, and I love all the little details that make it ominous but also really cool at the same time. Here's the spray and player icon for the skin, as well as the name card. There's also this new highlight intro at tier 4, which is probably my new favorite of hers. Here's the new voice line.
Hush, little baby.
At tier 41, there's this awesome victory pose for you to unlock with the new pet familiar. Here's the gilded aspect for a mythic skin. Ashe is going to be getting this very spooky haunted skin in the shop this season, although I'm not sure if this is going to be an epic or legendary. Here's the spray, which I think looks really nice. And finally, this is her gilded mythic aspect. For Baptiste, the recoil on his primary fire has been reduced by 30%. The devs say that this change is aimed at reducing the fatigue of controlling his recoil over long periods of play rather than making him stronger, but I definitely think this is a buff to him. Unfortunately, Bap gets nothing else this season. Bastion gets one Halloween-themed name card in the battle pass, which I actually think is pretty cute. Brig's repair pack cooldown has been increased from 5 to 5.5 seconds, and this change is aimed to bring her healing back in line slightly because her healing output at the moment is quite high over the course of a match. As for cosmetics, Brig will be getting this turned hunter skin in the shop this season, which is basically a spooky version of a vampire hunter skin. D.Va is getting a recolor of a black cat skin. Echo will be getting this Phoenix legendary skin in the shop. I don't know if this is just me, and I do like the colors, but I feel like it looks very similar to some of the other skins. Genji will be getting this Stone Crow legendary skin in the shop, which is a recolor of his Karasu Tengu skin. This is a good skin, don't get me wrong, but I think they're doing way too many recolors, and I prefer the color scheme of the original over this. Here's the gilded mythic aspect of the Cyber Demon skin. Hanzo's base health is being reverted from 225 to 250. The devs say that previously, due to the weapon damage changes, it was possible to take out an enemy Hanzo with a well-aimed headshot, so this change aims to alleviate the frustration of that. Here's the gilded aspect of his mythic. Illari is getting a gothic cat skin, which I'm really excited for. Junkerqueen is getting this really cool necrotic witch skin at tier 1 of the battle pass. Again, I like the unique spin that they did on the whole witch aesthetic, and I think the neon green hair really suits her. Here is the player icon and spray for the skin, as well as the name card, all included in the battle pass. This is the Cauldron Bubble emote unlockable at tier 11. I'm kind of obsessed with this and it'll match so well with the witch skin. Here's her new battle pass voice line.
What a treat.
Similar to Ana's, this is her feline familiar victory pose, and honestly, the cat just might be the main character of this season. And here's her gilded mythic aspect. Junkrat has a new voice line in the battle pass.
Sorry I'm late. This rat encountered a black cat, so this rat ratted away.
Juno is getting a nerf with Medi Blaster's fall-off range reduced from between 30 and 50 meters to between 20 and 35 meters. Also, the healing per projectile is reduced from 6.5 to 6. The devs say that Juno's healing output is too high for how much mobility she possesses, so they're shortening her fall-off range to increase the importance of positioning well with her mobility abilities. There's a new Scaredy Cat voice line in the Battle Pass.
Scaredy Cat? But cats are the scary.
She will also be getting the new Uraraka legendary skin as part of the My Hero Academia collab. Moving on to Kiriko, oh boy, here we go. This is her new Yatagarasu legendary shop skin, which looks so good I can't even be mad. That hair just might be my favorite out of all of her skins, and I actually think this looks better than her mythic. I especially love the feather detail in this skin, and I think that shade of purple is stunning. Here's the player icon and spray for this skin, speaking of which Yatagarasu is a mythical crow and guiding god in Shinto mythology, so there you go. Here's her Battle Pass voice line.
You have been placed under my spell.
Kiri is also getting this legendary Divinator skin in the shop, which is a recolor of her witch skin as part of the new Halloween Terror event. I personally do like the original more, but this color is also nice. And finally, here's the gilded aspect for her mythic skin. Oops, I forgot to mention, of course, she's getting another legendary skin as Himiko Toga as part of the MHA collab. Lifeweaver is getting this cotton candy epic skin in the shop, and even though I wanted another legendary for him, this is better than nothing, and I actually think the colors are really pretty. Lucio is getting this poet legendary shop skin, which again is a recolor of his existing bard skin. I personally find this very underwhelming, but hey, I'm not the target audience. Mauga's ignite damage over time duration on his incendiary chain gun is increased from 3 to 4 seconds, and is intended to help better reward going for the smaller, harder to hit targets. He also gets a very scary voice line in the Battle Pass. Mei is getting this Arcane Apprentice legendary skin in the Battle Pass at tier 70, and I think it looks super adorable. Here's the accompanying playing icon, spray, and name card. Just like Ana, she gets a Cauldron Bubble highlight intro at tier 61 in the Battle Pass, as well as the feline familiar victory pose at tier 7. Moving on to Mercy, she gets another recolor of her witch skin, so this is her third one now, and this is the Conjurer Mercy legendary skin, which will be in the shop. I personally am not a fan of the purple and the brown, although I really like the blue wings. I just really hope they also change the color of her wings during her ult. Here's the Magical Moonlit Ride name card for the skin, which will be in the Battle Pass. Mercy, of course, will also be getting this Catgirl skin later on in the season, which we're all excited about, but we don't have a preview of that yet. Finally, here's her Gilded Mythic aspect. Moira and Orisa unfortunately don't get anything new this season besides their mythic aspects, but Orisa's actually makes her mythic look decent, so that's a plus. Ramattra's pummel now does 2.5 times damage to shields but no longer pierces them. This change aims to reduce some of the frustrations for players who are trying to protect themselves or their allies against an enemy Ramattra who's just up in their face. Besides this, Ramattra is also getting a Battle Pass voice line.
You are nothing but toil and trouble.
Reaper is getting this Grim Effigy epic skin in the Battle Pass at tier 50, and it also comes with a player icon as well. There's also a Ringleader legendary skin and spray to collect, but it'll only be available via Twitch drops, so make sure to check out my stream when season starts. And here's the gilded aspect for his recent mythic skin. He's also getting a Shigaraki skin as part of the MHA collab, so yeah, Reaper mains are eating good. Reinhardt's barrier field health is reduced slightly from 1600 to 1500, as it has previously been a bit too tough to break through. He will also be getting an All Might MHA skin, but I beg, please, let this be the last collab skin for him. Roadhog is getting this Haunted Doll epic skin at tier 40 in the Battle Pass, and I've got to say, it looks pretty good and quite creepy for an epic. Here's the player icon, spray, and name card, again all in the Battle Pass. He also gets a feline familiar victory pose, and this is kind of wholesome. I don't know, maybe he's just a big old softie. Sigma is getting this monstrous legendary skin at tier 30 in the Battle Pass. I feel like this skin gives more Greek mythology rather than Halloween vibes, but it's still good. Here's the player icon, and here's his gilded mythic aspect. Sojourn is getting a number of changes to her railgun. Firstly, the energy no longer stops degenerating at 25 energy, and the time before energy degeneration begins is increased from 7 to 12 seconds. The damage per second on Disruptor Shot is increased from 60 to 80, and it now generates 25% of the damage done to enemy players as railgun energy. The dev comments say that these railgun changes swap out the 25 minimum energy it decays to for a longer time before it begins to degenerate, which alleviates some of the pressure to quickly use the secondary fire. Disruptor Shot is getting a damage increase to help its effectiveness as an area denial tool, along with additional utility through generating a small amount of railgun energy to make it more broadly useful. Sojourn also gets this Witchbane legendary skin at tier 20 in the Battle Pass, which I'm really excited for. I'm super happy that she's finally getting some more love. The skin is very badass and really suits her. And here's the player icon and spray. Soldier is getting this Grill Zombie legendary skin in the shop, which is a Halloween version of his Grill Master skin. He will also be getting this zombie walk emote, which I'm assuming will be bundled with the skin in the shop. There's also a salute emote to collect at tier 31 in the battle pass. Soldier will also be getting the mythic weapon for this season, and the weapon is called Deliverance, although we don't have any further details yet besides this teaser image. Sombra is getting a rework yet again, where some of the power in her stealth and hack is being shifted into increased lethality. Let's start off with hack. It no longer ends stealth, but it does reveal Sombra, and the hacked ability lockout effect duration is reduced from 1.5 to 1 seconds, although EMP duration remains unchanged, and the hacked stun duration on Bob is reduced from 10 to 3 seconds. Stealth is no longer a passive and now activates by using Translocator, and it has a 5-second duration. There is now an added stealth timer around the reticle, and the ability icon is removed. Also, taking damage now reveals Sombra for 1 second instead of ending stealth. Translocator's cooldown is increased from 5 to 7 seconds, and the ultimate cost on EMP is increased by 12%. Lastly, Sombra's Opportunist passive, where she can see critically injured enemies through walls, has been added back in, and it increases her weapon damage versus hacked targets by 20%. As for cosmetics, she'll be getting this Nightshade epic skin in the shop, a feline familiar victory pose at tier 21 of the battle pass, and also a new voice line at tier 52.
You want to see something real scary?
She will also be getting a recolor of her black cat skin at some point in the season. Symmetra will be getting this gorgeous Infernal Witch legendary shop skin. I love how dramatic the outfit is, and it seriously gives me Scarlet Witch vibes. Also, the hair is giving me life. There's also a new voice line at tier 73 of the battle pass.
Enchanting, is it not?
Torbjorn is getting 2 skins this season, starting off with his legendary Gnome skin at tier 60 of the battle pass. I'm pretty sure the fans have been asking for this skin for a while now, and I think they did a really good job on it. I think that the glowing mushrooms are a really nice touch as well. And here's the icon and spray. He will also be getting this Drowned legendary shop skin, which is a variant of his Surf and Splash skin. Tracer is of course getting the Deku skin as part of the MHA collab. It looks like she's also getting a cat themed skin at some point in the season, and this is what it looks like. Besides that, here's her gilded mythic aspect. Winston is getting this Siege legendary shop skin, and I think it looks really cool. It's very Warcraft coded. Finally, Zen gets 1 voice line at tier 47 in the battle pass.
Be very afraid.
Unfortunately, it looks like Venture has still gotten nothing, but the devs did say they were cooking up something big for them in Season 14, so I guess we'll have to wait and see. Maybe a mythic skin, but then that means we're getting 4 DPS mythic skins in a row, and I don't think tank players will be very happy about that. For the non-hero specific cosmetics, we've got this really cute Witchy Mari weapon charm at tier 9 of the battle pass, a Patchy Cauldron souvenir at tier 12, Patchy Potion name card at tier 13, this Catchamon weapon charm at tier 36, a Poison Vial spray at tier 44, Patchy Potion spray at tier 57, an Effigy weapon charm at tier 59, Vialchamon, I think that's how you pronounce it, souvenir at tier 67, Pinata weapon charm at tier 69, as well as this adorable Tranquil Mandrake weapon charm at tier 77. For the prestige tiers, we've got these titles: Conjurer at tier 85, Sorcerer at tier 95, Bogwitch at tier 105, Potion Seller at tier 115, Witch's Familiar at tier 130, Unlucky Omen at tier 150, Kitten of Discord at tier 175, I know this one's going to be popular, and finally Spellbinder at tier 200. Anyway, that's pretty much it for all the new hero cosmetics and balance changes in Season 13. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. That'll help me out a lot, and I'll see you in the next video.